True strength is often misunderstood. We imagine it as an impenetrable fortress, a constant state of unwavering resilience, or a refusal to falter under pressure. But in reality, strength is not about building walls to protect ourselves from pain. It is about having the courage to let those walls down and face the world as we are flawed, vulnerable, and human. To embrace vulnerability is to recognize that life is not a straight line of successes and triumphs. It is a winding path full of uncertainty, missteps, and failures. Vulnerability is not a weakness, but a willingness to step into that uncertainty, to take risks, and to open oneself up to the possibility of pain, knowing that this openness is where growth resides. When you accept vulnerability, you acknowledge that strength does not come from avoiding life's challenges, but from meeting them with honesty and courage. Consider the relationships in your life. The strongest connections are not built on pretense or perfection, but on authenticity. When you allow others to see your fears, your doubts, and your struggles, you invite genuine understanding and connection. In these moments, you demonstrate strength not because you are unaffected by difficulty, but because you are willing to share your humanity. It takes far more courage to say, "I need help," or "I'm struggling," than to put on a facade of invincibility. Vulnerability is the birthplace of trust, compassion, and real intimacy. In the broader context of personal growth, vulnerability allows you to explore your limitations and transform them into stepping stones. When you are open about your shortcomings, you take the first step toward overcoming them. Admitting that you don't have all the answers or that you sometimes fail doesn't make you weak, it makes you teachable. It opens the door to new possibilities, to learning, and to evolving into a stronger version of yourself. Moreover, vulnerability fosters resilience. When you allow yourself to feel deeply even the pain, you build the capacity to endure. Suppressing your emotions only delays the inevitable, but facing them head-on creates a deeper well of inner strength. You learn that you can survive heartache, disappointment, and failure, and with each experience you emerge stronger and more prepared for the challenges ahead. Embracing vulnerability is not about being fragile, it is about being brave enough to face life in all its messiness. It is a powerful statement that says, "I am enough, just as I am." When you live with this mindset, you redefine strength not as the absence of fear, but as the courage to stand in the storm, unshielded and unashamed. Authenticity is a profound expression of strength. It is the courage to show the world who you truly are, without pretense or apology. In a world that often pressures us to conform, authenticity is an act of quiet rebellion. It requires letting go of the masks we wear to fit in, the roles we play to meet others' expectations, and the fear of being judged for simply existing as ourselves. To be authentic is to live in alignment with your values, beliefs, and inner truth. It means listening to the quiet voice within you, even when it contradicts the loud opinions of others. This can be challenging in a society that celebrates perfection and encourages comparison. Yet the power of authenticity lies in the realization that no one else can be you. Your uniqueness is your strength. When you embrace this, you stop seeking external validation and begin to trust yourself. Living authentically doesn't mean you won't face criticism or rejection. In fact, it often means the opposite. People may not always understand or accept your choices. But the beauty of authenticity is that it filters your world, allowing you to attract those who resonate with your true self while shedding relationships and situations that no longer serve you. This process, while sometimes painful, creates space for deeper, more meaningful connections and opportunities. Authenticity is also a powerful form of freedom. When you stop trying to be what others expect and start being who you truly are, you release the weight of constant performance. You find a sense of liberation in simply existing. This freedom allows you to express yourself fully, whether through your words, actions, or creativity. It enables you to make decisions rooted in your truth, rather than in fear of disapproval or failure. Another facet of authenticity is self-compassion. To live authentically, you must first accept yourself as you are, including your imperfections. This means acknowledging your flaws and mistakes without shame or self-judgment. It is through this self-acceptance that you find the strength to grow and evolve. Authenticity does not require perfection, it asks for honesty. When you own your story, you transform your vulnerabilities into sources of power. The ripple effects of authenticity extend far beyond the individual. When you are true to yourself, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage becomes a beacon, showing that it is possible to live authentically in a world that often demands conformity. By embracing your uniqueness, you give others permission to embrace theirs. This creates a culture of authenticity, where people connect on a deeper level, unburdened by the superficial masks they once wore. Ultimately, authenticity is about living a life that feels right to you, not one that simply looks right to others. It's about knowing that your worth is not defined by how well you fit in, but by how boldly you stand out. It is a journey of self-discovery and self-expression, one that leads to genuine fulfillment and inner peace. In choosing authenticity, you choose to live as your truest, most powerful self. Resilience is not a static quality, it is a dynamic process, an ever-evolving dance between falling and rising. It is the ability to face life's inevitable challenges and find the strength to stand up again, no matter how many times you are knocked down. This is not about avoiding failure or pain, it is about embracing them as essential parts of growth and transformation. In life, no one escapes struggle. The setbacks we experience are not signs of weakness, but invitations to learn, adapt, and grow. Resilience begins with the acknowledgement that falling is not the end. It is a moment, not a destination. When you stumble, the choice to rise again is an act of defiance against defeat, a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure and overcome. The beauty of resilience lies in its duality. Falling teaches us humility and introspection, while rising fosters courage and determination. Both are essential, and neither can exist without the other. When you fall, you gain perspective, understanding the fragility of your plans and the unpredictability of life. These moments test your resolve and force you to confront your fears and doubts. But it is in the rising that you find your power, realizing that you are stronger than the obstacles you face. Resilience is not about bouncing back to who you were before the fall. It is about bouncing forward, emerging as someone wiser, stronger, and more capable. Each setback reshapes you, offering lessons that prepare you for the next challenge. This process of continuous transformation is the essence of growth. It is through the dance of falling and rising that you become the person you are meant to be. An important element of resilience is self-compassion. When you fall, it is easy to criticize yourself, to see failure as a reflection of inadequacy. But resilience requires kindness toward yourself, an understanding that falling is not a flaw but a natural part of life. By treating yourself with grace, you create the emotional space needed to heal and gather the strength to rise again. Another cornerstone of resilience is adaptability. Life rarely unfolds as planned, and resilience is about adjusting to new realities with an open mind and a willing heart. It is about finding solutions, seeking opportunities in adversity, and creating meaning from hardship. The ability to adapt is what transforms challenges into stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Resilience is deeply personal, but it is also strengthened by connection. The support of others, friends, family, mentors can be a lifeline during moments of despair. Sharing your struggles and leaning on others does not diminish your strength, it reinforces it. The collective power of human connection is a vital force in the dance of falling and rising. Ultimately, resilience is not about avoiding the fall but mastering the rise. It is the courage to keep going when the path seems impossible, the determination to try again when hope feels distant. In every fall, there is a lesson, and in every rise, there is triumph. Together, they create the rhythm of life, a dance that shapes and strengthens you with every step. Perfection is an alluring concept, a shimmering ideal that promises fulfillment, acceptance, and success. Yet it is an illusion, a mirage that fades the closer you try to reach it. The pursuit of perfection often leads not to contentment but to exhaustion, self-doubt, and a lingering sense of inadequacy. True freedom and strength lie not in chasing this illusion, but in understanding its futility and embracing your imperfections as part of your humanity. Perfection is at its core a subjective construct. What one person views as flawless, another might see as lacking. This inconsistency reveals the impossibility of achieving a universal standard of perfection. Even so, society perpetuates the myth, embedding it into every facet of life, from physical appearance to career performance, relationships, and personal achievements. We are conditioned to believe that anything less than perfect is failure. But in reality, the quest for perfection often obscures the beauty of what already is. Imperfection is not a flaw, but a feature of existence. Nature itself is filled with asymmetry and irregularity, yet it is breathtakingly beautiful. The same is true of people. Your quirks, mistakes, and vulnerabilities are not marks against you, they are what make you unique and relatable. The imperfections you hide are often the very things that connect you to others, allowing for deeper, more meaningful relationships. The illusion of perfection is particularly harmful because it fosters comparison. When you measure yourself against a false ideal or the curated lives of others, you inevitably fall short. This comparison breeds insecurity and diminishes self-worth. But the truth is, the lives you compare yourself to are rarely as perfect as they seem. Everyone has struggles, fears, and failures. They are simply hidden behind carefully crafted facades. Embracing imperfection is an act of self-liberation. It allows you to shift your focus from being perfect to being authentic. Authenticity brings with it a sense of peace, as you no longer expend energy trying to meet impossible standards. Instead, you find joy in the process of learning, growing, and becoming. When you accept that mistakes are inevitable, you transform them into opportunities for growth rather than sources of shame. Perfectionism also stifles creativity and progress. When you are paralyzed by the fear of not being good enough, you hesitate to take risks or try new things. Yet it is through trial and error that innovation and mastery are born. The most meaningful achievements are often messy, born out of persistence and resilience rather than flawlessness. The illusion of perfection falls away when you realize that life is not a performance but an experience. It is not about being everything to everyone, but about being true to yourself. Imperfections are not barriers to love, success, or happiness. They are part of the human experience, a testament to your journey and growth. By letting go of the need to be perfect, you give yourself permission to be real. In doing so, you discover that authenticity, not perfection, is where true beauty and strength reside. Strength is often associated with loud declarations, visible power, or bold displays of achievement. Yet some of the most profound strength lies in quiet confidence, a steady, unshakable belief in oneself that does not demand attention or validation. Quiet confidence is not boastful or aggressive. It does not seek to prove its worth. Instead, it radiates a calm assurance, a deep inner knowing that you are enough as you are. Quiet confidence begins with self-awareness. It requires understanding your strengths and limitations, embracing your journey, and being comfortable with who you are. When you are truly at peace with yourself, you do not feel the need to compare, compete, or seek approval. This grounded sense of self frees you from the noise of external expectations, allowing you to act with clarity and purpose. This kind of strength is subtle but powerful. It shows up in the way you handle challenges, not by avoiding or overpowering them, but by navigating them with patience and resilience. It is the ability to remain composed under pressure, to trust your instincts, and to make decisions that align with your values. Quiet confidence does not rush or panic. It understands that strength is not about controlling every outcome, but about adapting and trusting the process. One of the hallmarks of quiet confidence is humility. Those who possess it do not feel the need to broadcast their accomplishments or overshadow others. Instead, they focus on their own path, secure in the knowledge that their worth is not tied to external recognition. They are also more open to learning and growth because they do not fear failure or vulnerability. Quiet confidence allows you to say, "I don't know," or "I need help," knowing that seeking support is not a weakness but a strength. This form of confidence fosters authenticity and connection. When you are not preoccupied with maintaining a facade of invincibility, you create space for genuine interactions. You listen more deeply, engage more fully, and inspire others through your example. Quiet confidence does not diminish others to elevate itself, it uplifts and empowers. It is the kind of strength that makes others feel safe and seen. Quiet confidence is also deeply resilient. It does not waver in the face of criticism or setbacks because it is rooted in an intrinsic sense of worth. When challenges arise, it responds with grace, understanding that failure is not a reflection of inadequacy, but a natural part of growth. This inner stability allows you to weather storms without losing sight of your direction. In a world that often equates strength with noise and dominance, quiet confidence is a powerful reminder that true strength does not need to shout. It is felt, not heard, a steady presence that commands respect through its authenticity and calm. It teaches us that strength is not about proving ourselves to others, but about knowing ourselves deeply. In this knowing, we find the courage to move through life with grace, resilience, and unwavering purpose. Letting go is often seen as a sign of weakness or defeat, as if releasing something means giving up. Yet in reality, letting go is one of the most profound forms of power. It requires courage to release what no longer serves you, be it a relationship, a goal, an identity, or a past hurt, and trust that something better awaits on the other side. Letting go is not about loss, it is about creating space for growth, transformation, and new possibilities. Holding on often feels safer. We cling to familiarity, even when it causes pain, because it gives us a sense of control. Letting go, on the other hand, asks us to step into the unknown, to surrender our grip on what we think should be, and accept what is. This surrender is not passive, it is an active choice to prioritize your well-being and embrace change. It is a declaration of trust in yourself and in the unfolding of life. Letting go does not mean forgetting or dismissing the importance of what you release. It means honoring the role it played in your journey, while recognizing that it no longer aligns with where you are or where you want to go. This can be one of the hardest decisions to make, especially when it involves deep emotional attachments or long-held dreams. But true power lies in understanding that holding on out of fear or habit only keeps you stuck. Releasing the weight of the past frees you to move forward with clarity and purpose. When you let go of old grudges, you reclaim your energy, no longer tethered to resentment. When you let go of unrealistic expectations, you open yourself to genuine joy and acceptance. And when you let go of the need to control every outcome, you discover the peace that comes with trusting life's natural flow. This process also demands self-compassion. Letting go can evoke feelings of failure, regret, or inadequacy. But it is important to remember that choosing to let go is not a sign of weakness, it is a testament to your strength and self-awareness. It takes bravery to acknowledge when something is no longer serving you and to take the steps necessary to release it. The power of letting go lies in its ability to transform. What feels like an ending often becomes a beginning. By releasing what weighs you down, you make room for new opportunities, relationships, and experiences. You also grow stronger, more resilient, and more in tune with your inner wisdom. Letting go is not about erasing the past, but about choosing not to let it define you. Ultimately, letting go is a form of liberation. It allows you to step into the present moment, unburdened by the weight of what could have been. In this space of freedom, you find your true power, the ability to move forward with grace, to embrace change, and to trust in your own capacity to create a fulfilling and meaningful life. Curiosity is one of the most profound and beautiful aspects of being human. It is the innate desire to explore, understand, and discover. It drives us to ask questions, seek new experiences, and connect with the world around us in meaningful ways. Far from being a trivial or fleeting emotion, curiosity is a transformative force that enriches our lives, expands our horizons, and deepens our sense of wonder. At its core, curiosity is about openness. It is the willingness to set aside what you think you know and approach the world with fresh eyes. This openness is what allows us to grow. When you are curious, you view challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to learn. You see differences in others not as threats, but as invitations to expand your perspective. Curiosity shifts your focus from judgment to understanding, fostering empathy and connection. Curiosity also cultivates creativity. When you allow yourself to explore new ideas, ask unconventional questions, and take risks, you unlock your creative potential. It is through curiosity that great inventions are made, art is born, and problems are solved. It encourages you to step outside your comfort zone, to experiment, and to embrace the uncertainty of the unknown. In this way, curiosity is not just about seeking answers, but about enjoying the process of discovery. One of the most beautiful aspects of curiosity is its timelessness. It is not bound by age, status, or circumstance. A child's endless why questions come from the same source as an adult's pursuit of a new passion or career. Curiosity keeps life vibrant and dynamic, no matter where you are on your journey. It reminds us that there is always more to learn, more to experience, and more to appreciate. Curiosity also teaches us humility. It requires acknowledging that we don't have all the answers, that there is always more to understand. This humility is liberating. It allows us to approach life with a sense of playfulness and wonder rather than fear or rigidity. When you are curious, you are less concerned with being right and more interested in the joy of learning. This mindset fosters resilience because it transforms failure from something to be avoided into something to be explored and learned from. Furthermore, curiosity enriches relationships. When you are genuinely curious about others, you listen more deeply and engage more authentically. You become attuned to their experiences, perspectives, and emotions. This curiosity creates bonds that are built on understanding and respect. It also makes you more approachable and open to forming new connections. Ultimately, curiosity is a celebration of life's infinite possibilities. It invites you to dive into the unknown with courage and excitement, knowing that every question leads to growth and every discovery deepens your experience of the world. It is a reminder that the world is not something to conquer or control, but something to explore and embrace. In nurturing your curiosity, you nurture your spirit, continually opening yourself to the beauty and wonder of existence.